The Stranger Things Season 2 trailer dropped during the Super Bowl, and this is my second trailer breakdown for the Super Bowl. I've got a few more left, and I'm going to let you guys know what I found, what I thought, and maybe some theories in there. Now, before I start breaking this thing down, I just want to say I loved the first season of Stranger Things. Karen and I just watched it a couple weeks ago, and we got through it within 3 days. We could have easily done it in 2, but you know, we both have to wake up early and get to work. But yeah, it was a really good show. I loved it, and I'm really looking forward to the second season. A little bummed that we have to wait till Halloween, but you know, I think it's going to be a great show. And also, because it's called Stranger Things, I wanted to wear the strangest shirt that I have. And the strangest shirt that I could find is a Bat Moose shirt. The trailer starts out with this Eggo waffle commercial from what looks like the 80s. And when I first saw it on TV, I could not figure it out. I'm like, what is this? It's got to be for something else. And it's got to be a movie. Obviously, it's not a movie, it's a series. But once it started going on and I noticed that it was Stranger Things, I'm like, oh, of course, that makes sense. And yeah, I thought that was a good touch. When the screen starts doing this missed tracking and glitching thing, it shows this arcade sign with this red lightning in the background. And we're going to come back to the red lightning in a few minutes to talk about the last parts of the trailer. And I've never thought that syrup being poured onto waffles could be scary. Well, Eleven's back. That's good. She's okay, I guess. You could see some blood coming out of her nose, so I don't know if this is going to take place like immediately after the events of the season finale of season 1, or if this is going to take place later, this particular shot. But obviously we're going to have to wait and find out. So we get this shot of 3 of the kids riding their bikes again, but this time they're wearing Ghostbuster costumes, and later in the trailer we see that they're at school with these Ghostbuster costumes. And my first thought was they're trying to be cool and be like the movie characters from Ghostbusters, and they're trying to figure all this stuff out for stopping the creatures from the Upside Down. But I also have a feeling that this is going to be in the first episode, and this is just like the Halloween party at their school, and they decided to dress up as the Ghostbusters. However, something to note is there are still only 3 of them. There's supposed to be 4, they're all 4 friends, you know? I don't see Will in this, and I'll get back to him in a second. Also, we see the sheriff with what looks like a shovel, but in my opinion, it looks like he's killing something. Maybe a smaller creature from the Upside Down, or I don't know, maybe an animal. But, because that's not how you dig a hole. At first, I thought this was a flashback or even more experimentation on 11. But, you know, because I am watching these basically frame by frame, this is Will. And he's kind of strapped down in a chair, and he's being talked to by what looks like a doctor. His mom, Winona Ryder, I forget her character's name, but his mom is there. And are we going to get more freaking out from Winona Ryder? I mean, the first season was a lot of that. And she did good. I have to say, she did really good at being a freaking out mother. But do we have to see even more of that? I guess so, because I have a feeling that Will is going to be taken. And again, I'll get back to that in a minute because some of that takes place later in the trailer. And this kid freaking out, I'm pretty sure is Mike. It's really hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's Mike. So we get this drawing of this huge creature. And from what we learned in season 1 is that Will is really good at drawing. Because when the sheriff, I think, says, all I found was a drawing, and Winona Ryder's character is like, is it good? And she shows the sheriff a picture, and he's like an artist. So obviously this picture, this drawing of this big monster is most likely done by Will, because he's really good at drawing. Also, we got a hint, and I'm pretty sure we have the actual name of this monster. In the first teaser of season 2, where they just go through some of the title names and some more text while the season 2 letters come together, we got this name called the Pollywog, and that could very well be the monster's name or title, whatever you want to call it. But it's going to be huge, a lot bigger than the last monster. And again, I'll come back to it in a minute because there's a bigger reveal. And it looks, again, like Will is going to be taken. The door is opening slowly, and you see this red lightning outside of the house. And goosebumps start appearing on his neck. I'm assuming that's Will because, Will he got taken last time, and he was having this, I forget exactly what happened at the end of season 1, but he was in the bathroom washing his hands, and he had this vision of the Upside Down, and it was really creepy. His bathroom was all destroyed, and he sneezed or coughed something up into the drain, and maybe that's what this creature is. It's coming back to get him. During this lightning craziness scene, it's all this red lightning, which is very strange. It's not strange for the show Stranger Things, but whatever. We get this silhouette of this huge monster, which again I think is called the Pollywog because we got that title of an episode earlier with the teaser for season 2. But it reminds me a little bit of two things. One, it reminds me of the squid-like creatures from Monsters, which I seem to remember liking that movie just mainly because of how it's shot, and I don't know. It was a pretty interesting movie. And it also reminds me of the creatures from Godzilla. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but it's what Godzilla fights. They have 4 legs, I think, not multiple legs like this thing, but it reminds me of that because it's so big. But yeah, I can't wait to see what it really looks like. So that's the trailer, guys. And I wouldn't necessarily call it a trailer. I'd call it a teaser because they don't show hardly any plot. They're just hinting at things that are going to happen, and none of it's clear. But I'm definitely excited for this. And Halloween is going to be exciting. I'll wait patiently because I don't want to rush through summer. I love summer. But yeah, Halloween is going to be a great time. Karen and I are probably going to watch that within 2-3 days again. I love this show. I'm a big Walking Dead fan. I'm a big Stranger Things fan. We were kind of late to the party with Stranger Things, kind of like we were with Walking Dead, but man, when we started watching it, we just got hooked in right away. But yeah, and I have to say, the music in Stranger Things is awesome. I love the title music. It's so great. So let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of when we upload new content. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.